Hey guys, during COVID, I installed patio stones in front of my house. Um, it was one of the first DIY projects that I did on my own, um, and it was one of the hardest projects I did on my own. I'm not a handyman, I'm not a professional, but it's something you needed to do, as a homeowner. You need to, upgrade your skill set on how to maintain your house, how to keep the upkeep good. Otherwise, things are going to crumble and crack, and, yeah. So, this was one of the projects that I worked on, and it's been about 3 years now since it's been here installed in our house. But I noticed that with every winter and every summer that comes along, the grout, the sand that's in between the tiles, it lifts, or you'll see like a plant here and there. Even though I dug about 7 to 8 inches, I put 3 inch quarter stones, I put limestone, and then I put the bricks on top. You'll still see a plant here and there come up. And for that reason, I have regrouted it once. I don't know if that's the terminology, regrouted it or resanded it. I have done it once 2 years ago, and I think it's time to do it again. Um, and so that's what I'm going to do today, and I'm just going to record the process and walk you through it. Hey, so in order for me to do this project, I need a couple of tools that I've bought along the years. Um, I didn't have all of this, and with every project that I needed to do around the house, that's when I started purchasing my tools, really. Um, so I bought this air compressor. Now, it's a Bosch small, I think it's a 6 gallon air compressor. And, you know, although it's an air compressor and I'm going to be using an air chisel to do breaking up the old grout, it's, it's a small compressor. Um, I initially bought it because I thought I was going to do some work with nails and staples, but you know, it's gonna be one of those jobs where, because it's a small compressor, it's gonna keep refilling itself, so it's gonna constantly set itself on to fill the air, so it's gonna be quite loud. If I had a larger compressor, which at the time I didn't really need to purchase a larger compressor, it would have held the air tank a lot fuller for a lot longer. So that's the only downfall when you're doing this type of job. It's going to kick on a lot more frequently. And then I have here from Canadian Tire air compressor tools. So we're going to be using the air chisel, and we're going to be using one of these bits with it. I think we're going to use this one here. And yeah, so like I said, this is the way I did it 2 years. So I also have these knee pads, and these knee pads are going to come in really handy. So as a first time home buyer and first figuring out all these DIY projects, these knee pads have come in handy in almost all the projects that I've done around the house, and highly recommend them. And I'll put links to the products in the description below, so in case you guys want to look on Amazon and find these products for yourself. I don't know. I highly recommend it. Take it from one guy to another. You're gonna need it eventually. Finally, I am going to use this shop vac to vacuum up all the loose sand that comes out when we break it. So let's get started. So 3 other things I forgot to mention. If you can, get yourself some earplugs. The compressor is very loud, and so these will really help save your ears. This is optional, but wear some gloves if you like. The chisel can get very shaky, and it could hurt your hand if it's, some people have that issue. And safety glasses, of course. You don't want any debris flying into your eyes. I've had that. It's not fun. Okay, let's get started. So I had to take a quick pause because I noticed that the chisel isn't working. And so now I'm trying to figure out the chisel. So troubleshooting's not my thing, but we gotta try to figure this out. Let's go. So I noticed the chisel was just turning and air was just blowing out, but it wasn't actually chiseling. And when I open this up, oh, that's great. That plate was also loose in there. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, unsure. Let's try to figure this out. Alright, so that didn't really work out. I don't know why the chisel wasn't working. I might have to take it to Canadian Tire to figure it out, or look around on YouTube for any videos and tutorials on how to fix it. Like I said, I'm no pro. And my supervisor back there has told me to shut it down. So, you know, that's another challenge I gotta deal with on a daily. So, anyways, I'll post this video, and if you guys have any comments or suggestions on how to fix my chisel, I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, I didn't really do much work today. So maybe I'll see if I can start another project while my supervisor has her back turned, eating bear paws and apple while watching Blippi. Some people have it so easy. Alright, see you guys.